Hey, how you guys doing today? We have today in the studio, I've been waiting for this interview for a long time. Look, I've had the privilege of knowing this young man for 19 years. From 2000, around 2006 is when I remember him coming to Bend. And I remember coaching him in football for about 4 years. And I always knew that he would go on to the next level. And he's done great things academically, not only on the field, but academically as well. I want to just take the moment to introduce you to you today. He is none other than my son, Joseph Woods Jr. How you doing today?
Good, man. Good.
Good, good. I want to talk to him today, just for a few moments, about life as a college athlete. Um, I just want to start the interview just asking you, overall, how has life been as a college athlete? Just overall.
Uh, Overall, I'd say it's been a good experience. Like, it teaches you a lot of things. Like, for example, time management. You got to stay on top of that. I mean, if you do, then everything else pretty much comes as it goes because you're on a schedule as an athlete, waking up in the morning for practices, having your scheduled time to eat, meetings and lifts. Um, and then when it comes to school, you have your schedule with that. And you gotta make sure that you're on time and stuff. And then you'll have probably a good amount of your day left to do whatever, homework, hang out,
Hmm.
eat more, sleep. So it's been pretty good overall as an experience.
And this is your second year,
Yeah, this will
as an
be,
athlete, right?
yeah, I've just had my second fall and now I'm about to go into my second spring.
How does being a second year athlete differ, from your first year? Is it harder? Do you think it's a lot easier?
Um, I, I'd say there's two answers to that. I'd say it is harder, um, in the leadership standpoint because there's more things that are expected from you. And like just like because there's younger guys coming in, so there's more things expected from you from that standpoint, and you got to make sure that you're really on point with playbook and knowing all
Mhm.
that. And then it's easy as like you're more experienced, you're used to like the system, you're used to your teammates, all that. Because when you first come in, everything's new. So
And you go to
Southern Virginia
Southern
University,
Virginia University.
yeah,
Southern Virginia University. Awesome, man. What about the environment? Is it a pretty good environment there
yes,
at college?
I would say so. Not only like the people are like all good, like pretty much everyone you meet is kind, you got a smile on their face. It's not a huge campus, so you get to know everybody. Um,
Well, that's good. That's a
yeah,
good thing.
professors are like close to you as far as teaching. It's not like a huge lecture. And then the environment, as in like the surrounding areas, like I love it because the mountains, the trees, got every bit of weather, got snow, got fall, all the colors come out in the trees, and
What
then
surprised you though the most as far as like once you move past the rookie level, did anything surprise you the second year? As far as being an athlete there?
I don't think there's anything that I wasn't prepared for. It took some getting used to it first, like being the guy, like from going from being a freshman watching the people in front of me to being the guy that people watch and having to be a leader and example and making it just makes you all the more want to stay on the point, like with what you're doing. Like I'd say that's pretty much it.
Okay, I got an interesting question. I've been thinking about this.
Yeah.
So coming out of high school for a college athlete, when did you realize like, okay, I really belong on this level? Like when did that really hit you?
I'd say it still didn't feel real like during the visions and stuff, but I think it hit me when I was there with everyone else, like in the morning at practice, like at the team, like first team dinner. like that's when it really hit me. And then like first game, that's when it hit me even more. It's just like it felt unreal. Like I didn't think that like and when I was in high school, I didn't have that many like I didn't know like what I was doing that like
Hmm.
next. So to be in my first college game, that's when it really like opened up. I was like, okay, I'm here now. So I mean, it's only up from here.
Let me ask you, what, as far as on the field as a college athlete, I would say, what motivates you? What motivates you, to have that mental toughness? Is it something that motivates you to keep you pushing?
I think there's a lot of things that motivates me when it comes to that. I'd say one of the biggest things is y'all are my family. Just thinking about y'all watching me. I mean, I'm not saying that y'all the reason I do it. I do it because I love it and I want to. But that's just another reason on top of it. It adds on. Like it makes me feel proud of myself that I can let y'all enjoy it, let y'all watch it. And also like just I love this game, so just playing it, it's fun. Like every play, like it seems dangerous to other people, but it's just fun. Like
That's
it's
good.
exhilarating. Like nothing gets your like blood running like that. Like and on top of that, practicing every day, the mornings, lifting and all that, you're gonna want something to show for it. So playing in the game is the best part. Like no matter
Hmm.
how hard or rough it gets, like that's always gonna be fun compared to working every day, training in and out. Like
Mm.
that's you get to reap what you sow,
I
basically.
guess that kind of answers my next question too. I was going to ask you, like, what keeps you disciplined
Yeah,
when the motivation isn't there on some days? Like, or is it always there for you? What keeps you disciplined?
that's a good question. I would actually say not thinking about it as much when it does get
Mm,
hard. Like if you make it a routine, then it gives you purpose, it gives you drive because if you think about it, you're like, okay, let's say I was unmotivated and when that happens, I think about, okay, what if I wasn't doing this? Then I'll be laying in bed, sleep, not doing nothing. I'll be bored and I'll be like eventually be sick of missing it. Like so that draws me even more like when I feel unmotivated because most of the times I do feel motivated because really it's just it's a fun process that builds you as a person. So
what about as far as your coaches? This is interesting, interesting interview. It was a lot of questions that I really want to ask you too as a dad. That I'm glad I got to sit down with him and ask him these questions. What about as far as, because I noticed your coaches were they were interesting to me,
yeah.
but what expectations did they have of you? Um, I would just ask it like this, that changed from the first year to this year. Did you see any of the expectations change?
Yeah. I would say, well, start first of all, I want to say our coaches like as far as like people and like leadership examples and like coaches go, like they're good. Like they don't put like any like extra pressure on you. Like everything flows with like the environment. If you belong, then you belong, and that's really how it feels.
That's
But
good.
also with like the expectations part, like how they change. First year coming in, nothing's expected of you because you're still learning and all that. Like, obviously, you were there for a reason because they see something in you and they know that you're valuable to the team. Like, no one's just going to get offered. But as far as what you like, you're allowed a little bit more mistakes and all that. Even now, like you're allowed a little more mistakes, but like you got to know what comes with it. So that's what changes like the next year and the year after that is you
Hmm.
know what's expected, so you got to do it. And really it's easy once you know what you're doing. Like
That's good.
it also that's another thing that motivates you too is like you know what you're doing, so you might as well just do it. Like you know the plays, you know the scheme, you know our game plan, so you might as well just do it. Like that changes from the first year to second year because second year you know what's going on and you know how your coaches are. You build a relationship with them by then, and there's really no like negative pressure. There's
Hmm.
always positive pressure. I feel like with the coaching staff.
That's good. That's good. I mean, that speaks well of you, the way you handle things too. I would ask this question, for a younger person coming up behind you, could you give them a little bit of insight as far as what a typical day might look like, for you as a college athlete during the football season?
Yeah. So in season, I usually wake up between 5:40ish and 6, something like that. And then
Dang, it's
I
early.
yeah, I walk I'd walk my living area is like probably like 10 minutes from the field, like walking distance. So I'd walk. I usually walk most mornings. It'd be a little cold, but if I didn't find a teammate to give me a ride, like while I'm walking, because usually all my teammates are driving up, I get a ride from one of them. But I make it to the field, go in the locker room. Practice starts at 7 for us on Mondays, Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays it starts at 7:30. Thursdays it starts at 8 because we have a
Dang,
walkthrough before. Yeah, for again. Oh yeah, no. Thursdays is 7:30, and then Friday starts at 8
you
for a
guys
walk
be
one hour
grinding.
walkthrough. Yeah, and then during our practice, like 2 hours for Monday, Tuesday. Those are rough days. Like you really get your grind in those 2 days, like get you prepared. Um, Same for the other 2 days. Like Wednesday and Thursday would be shells, so it would just be helmets and shoulder pads. Monday and Tuesday would be full, and then Friday is just helmets.
Mm.
But it also depends on if you're traveling or not that week. And then after practice, have breakfast around like 9. After that, you showered up, whatever. And then you have your classes throughout the day. Um, Depending on the day, you'd have after classes. Depending on the day, we'd have either just a team meeting and then film, or there'd be 2 other days. I think it was Tuesday, Thursdays. You'd have weight room and meetings, and you'd have to switch those 2 days. And then Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday are team meetings. And then on Fridays that come, we have the team dinner instead of a team meeting. Like we have that combined with the team meeting. I mean, and then you'd have the game
Wow.
day and all that. But yeah, it's pretty well structured as far as the day-to-day life goes.
It sounds like it's pretty busy too, though.
Yeah, it is.
So let me
After,
ask you
yeah,
another though important question. Not to cut you off, but what keeps you so passionate? Like on the days, I know. Okay, let me put it like this. I know it's some days that gets harder than others.
yeah.
So what keeps you passionate on those hard days? To that passion to play.
Um, I would say the fact that it's a special opportunity. Not everybody gets to play on a collegiate level. I mean,
Mm, that's
because
good.
if you look at it, like you go to school, like most kids would just get bored of just going to school. I mean, I don't know about them, but I'd want something more. I want more of a challenge, and why not have the challenge be the thing that I love doing the most? Like when it comes to not being in class, it's like I think that alone is motivating. And
Hmm.
then just like my faith in Jesus, he
That's
always guided
good.
me through every day.
I love
Um,
that.
and then my teammates, like we're since there's so many of us, like we're all there for each other. Like no matter where you go, no matter what corner you turn, no matter what housing area you go to, you always find a teammate there. Like whenever you're eating, we're all around campus. So I mean, it's like a whole big friend group on top of that.
I have a few more questions, but one of the burning questions that I would, because I know there's always advice that you would give a younger person coming up. So my question to you was, what advice would you give a freshman just coming into as a college athlete, coming into
Yeah.
school? What would be a number one piece of advice that you might give him?
Number one piece of advice, I'd say, is not taking days for granted. Like
Mm,
every day you have an opportunity to challenge yourself, to do something new, to reach out to your family, like when you're away, to like learn more of the playbook, to study, school, talk to people, meet new people. Like when you're in college, like you're not fully in the real world yet. Like when it comes to responsibilities, like rent and all that, like car, like
yeah,
as far as like bills and houses, like you got the opportunity to actually maximize your time. Like when you're not on the field, even when you're on the field, you got that opportunity to maximize your time. Like you got to take advantage of each second. Like we call it at our school the slight edge. Like the tiny things that you can do to win the day. Like small wins keep building up to a big win.
that's good.
So you take the slight edge and you maximize your opportunities. I mean, I think that's one of the best pieces of advice.
Um, and about to wrap up this, I would just say let's just look ahead a little bit. Um, like near the end of your college career,
Yeah.
what type of athlete do you want to look back and say, or what goal would you say, like what type of athlete do you want to be near the end of your career, looking back?
I want to be an athlete that achieved greater than what I thought I could accomplish back then. Like I want to set new standards for myself so I can share it with those close to me and like show them how this affected, to show them how this changed me, show them how this path, like how this built me up, and like how you can reach this greatness if you strive hard every day. That's why I'm always on the path to get better, go
That's
up in
good.
levels if I can, and just go as far as I can with it. Like not saying that football is everything, but while you can play it, then you can maximize it as much as you can. Like
That's
I want
good.
to make the best of it. So when I look back, I can see all the pictures and all that, show it to my family. Like I have a collegiate career, and that's something that's really cool to me.
That's right. Is there any special moments like on the field? What would you say your most special moment on the field was, looking back right now?
Uh, I think there's a couple of them. I'd say for one, back in high school, going to my first playoff game, I was a leader in that defense, and we came up short, but like it really brought me closer to like my teammates, and it made me realize like football is special and like the connection you have with your coaches and stuff. Another one would be this year. Like we made a historical record for our school, so
Yeah, I was there.
yeah,
It was good stuff.
yeah. The end of this last game, I'd say
It's
on the field,
exciting.
like everyone afterwards was like all there for each other. We were like dabbing each other up, taking pictures. We were all out there for like an hour, just everyone in the coaching staff. We all prayed together, talked together. It was a special moment. Before that game, we got to see the seniors walk down too with their parents and stuff, and that really just like it made me realize like your college career isn't as long as it may seem. Like you got to maximize every opportunity.
I like the
Uh,
way you always say that, maximize the
yeah,
opportunity. Because
that's
that,
true.
for some reason, that excites me.
Yeah,
Because you're right. You have to maximize the opportunity that you have.
you got to.
Um,
I'd also say another special moment was when back in youth when you were coach of our team for Aberdeen and Hampton. It was just special. Like I didn't like fully realize it back then, but it was just a cool moment to have your dad on the field coaching you. Like, and it wasn't like you were treating me special. You treated me like the other kids, even if not harder. But it was just funny. Like it's just cool to think back. It's like LeBron and Bronny. Like that's cool to me looking back too.
Wow, that's awesome, man. I got two more questions. One is interesting to me as your father because I see a lot that goes on.
Yeah.
And look, this is him in high school. But how do you stay focused? Like, I think it's special when looking at it from your father
Yeah.
as a dad's point of view. How do you stay focused and stay on task as far as keeping your grades up, playing football, and what drives you to stay focused?
I think the best part about that is that you don't always stay focused. I think
Mm,
I think
interesting.
I think I get caught up like when it comes to schoolwork and balancing all that at once. Like that's why I said time management is so important because sometimes I get caught up in procrastination
That's good.
and just
That's
thought.
true.
And then the reason that I like that so much is because once you break out of that and once you realize like the things that you can do to break out of that, you keep building a cycle to where you can stay more focused and you know how to defeat it like when you're unfocused. So having that, like having the techniques to balance that out, it helps me like really hone in on what I'm supposed to be doing the week and then taking it day by day. It's so easy in college because you're on a schedule. You don't have to look forward to what I'm doing this day, that day. You don't have to really plan it out as much. I know some people like scheduling out their whole week, but I feel like if you take it day by day, there's enough in each day that you can like focus on. Like
Wow.
especially when it comes to football, like you have to focus on install that week, the next day, the next day, the next day. It builds up to game day. So when you're on game day, you don't have to think about nothing because you know what you're doing. So That's another thing that helps me stay focused is taking it piece by piece and not just looking
Mm,
at it, the big picture and getting overwhelmed. Like that
yeah,
helps me.
that's true.
Yeah.
But one of the things that excites me about, and doing an interview with your son, of course, different things about him, was that his coaches in high school, pretty much told him, you're too small to play, and he heard that a lot. Do you think that kind of motivated you as well?
Um, yeah, it did, but I wouldn't say I used it as a crutch or like a vengeance. But I like to look back on that hindsight because it's like, okay, like while I'm doubting myself and like thinking about this, people are also saying this, but at the same time, I still made it
That's right.
and I still became a college athlete and I still was able to bulk up, get size, and still excel at the level. I mean, it does help me to look back at that. And it's just like also you can't like compare yourself to where you're at to where other people at in your level. Like there's a one statement that says comparison is the thief of joy. And I believe that's true
Mm.
because
Say that again.
comparison is the thief of joy.
I like that.
Because
I gotta put that in my toolbox.
yeah, because if you're looking at like where you're at in life right now compared to someone else, like it just it seems like logical to do like, oh man, I should be where he's at right now or where they're at. But it's not because everyone's from a different place, everyone has different experience, everyone is dealing with different problems, everyone's born different. It's just there's so many things that like make it unreasonable that you shouldn't compare yourself to others. Like you should look at your own trajectory, your own path, and see what you can do to change what's happening,
Mm.
not just listen to your environment and fall victim to what everyone else is saying.
That's true. That's very true. And I take my hat off to you with that maturity, that maturity mindset. Um, you do play defensive line
Yeah.
and defensive end, right?
Mm.
Is that how did you end up at that position?
Way back in Hampton, that was well, how old was I? I was like probably like 10 or 12. I was
Playing on a defensive
yeah,
line?
playing defense. I tried out many positions in in youth ball, like receiver. Remember, they just had me blocking. I played corner, D line. I was at running back that one practice. But I always liked defensive end. I knew my job from the get go, and I like to stick with it. So I stuck with it through high school. I did it pretty well through our practice and stuff and all that. And I figured I felt natural at it. Something about sacking the quarterback after beating a tackle is just exhilarating. So I mean,
Coming off the edge.
yeah, I've always liked that position. There's many people that's played in the NFL I looked up to that position. I mean, it's just I don't know. Out of all the defensive positions, I think it's one of the coolest ones as far as strategically, like athletically. You can be any side at DN as long as you're like as long as you can hold your ground. I believe so. Like there's so
hmm
many different ways that you can play it. It's just it's always fit me the most.
That's awesome. I have one more question for you, and I've really been thinking about this question. But looking back years from now, you're gone out of college, out of school, you're off, in a career doing different things, whether you're playing football or whether you on business or whatever. What do you hope that this college experience has given to you looking back?
That's a good question. I'd say I'd hope that it's given me a couple of things as far as life lessons.
Mm, that's good.
Like it's the beginning, basically like the beginning of your adulthood. So I mean, you learn a lot of important lessons while you're in it. You get a lot of discipline, like the military. Um, I feel like it also helped me understand like how people like people see sports like way different, like on the outside world. So I mean,
That's true.
you get a way deeper understanding from experiencing it and playing it like on a collegiate level. I mean, you can use that for anything. You can use that for other careers. You can use that to help your kids better understand like to really like know what it takes because it's a lot of physicality. So I mean, I also hope to gain that from it is being like built from football. And I don't know, when I look back at it, I'll just want to be able to like see that I used to be in college playing football. Like I think that's
True.
cool. I can share that with my family members, people I meet. I mean, my name is forever in the record books, so
It's awesome.
I think that's cool.
It's awesome. Do you ever see yourself ever going back to coach football at any type of at any level you believe?
I think I could. I'm also interested in like an owner position or general manager. I'd say I think that would be pretty cool. Rebuilding the team. Um, but yeah, coaching would be cool. I'd also probably be interested in like physical therapy, stuff like that. Broadcasting. I think
Mm,
that would be pretty cool. Just already having a connection to football. I think.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Joseph, man, this has been great. I thank you for your time today. Um, is there any last words you'd like to leave us with today?
Uh, I thank God for allowing me to play college football and keep me healthy through all my years of football. I thank you and Mama for supporting me. I thank you for guiding me to football because I know you played when you were younger. I mean, that was a big part of help. Like, it helped so much. Like, it set me on my career path now, and I'm just thankful. That's all.
That's awesome. Hey, this has been an interview with Joseph Woods. He is sophomore going into his junior year
Yeah.
at Southern Virginia University. Guys, check him out. I believe he'll have the same number,
Yeah.
number 9 this year. Y'all check him out on the field. And we'll see y'all next interview. It's been great.
The folks you said had written you off maybe, what do you say to them?
Yeah, they wrote me off. I ain't right back though. That's the problem. I ain't right back. Let's go.
All right, congratulations to you.